What are you doing now?
Editing, streaming, designing, downloading.
Making me tired.
It's time for another episode of Intel EVO Superfan. I've got Jayawardene and Steve Harmison. This time they faced off, but not against each other in this contest before. Let's see how they go today. 3 questions, gentlemen. You know the rules. You know the answer. Just put your hand up and I shall come to you. Here's question number 1. Good luck to you both. Which 2 teams played the first game of the Super 12s of this ongoing World Cup? Sometimes these are the trickier questions. Who wants to have a crack? Steve, Myla, come on, have a crack. You were there. Yo, Steve's put his hand up first. I have to go to him. Steve.
Was it India-Pakistan?
No, India-Pakistan was not the first game. So let me try Myla now, who left the Sri Lankan team around about that day and went home to Sri Lanka. Tell me, Myla, you're on.
Yeah, I know. I saw this thing as well. I'm just confused now. Was it the champion? So it was England and
Myla, I'll save you. England, West Indies, that 60 all out, 55 all out.
England, West Indies.
But it wasn't the answer. That was the evening game. Australia, South Africa played highly forgettable first game. That dogfight of 119, 120. That was the answer I was looking for. My word. See, these are tricky questions. You don't always get it right. Yeah, especially when the World Cups all had the round 1 and then the Super 12s. But anyway, no problem. We are even Stevens at the moment. Let's go to our second question, shall we? Now, we've seen Cricinfo and Wanindu Hasaranga do it in this tournament, but who was the first player to take a hat-trick in T20I World Cups way back in 2007? It's been in the news, given we've seen 2 hat-tricks in the World Cup. Stephen?
Was it Stuart Broad?
Was not Stuart Broad. He had a hat-trick of different sorts in 2007. It wasn't wickets.
Double hat-trick that went out of ground.
Myla, do you want to have a crack? You featured in that.
Was it Yogendra Sharma?
No. We'd remember that. No. If it was Brett Lee, actually, in an Australia-Bangladesh game. I think at Cape Town. Yeah, Brett Lee, who picked up the first hat-trick in this tournament in the inaugural edition. Right, still 0-0. So it's a slowish sort of game. Let's see how the final question goes. Which 2 teams had never played a T20I in the UAE before coming to the World Cup? That's an interesting one. I'll tell you, it's got nothing to do with round 1. So don't worry about the associate teams. Yes, Myla?
India, Pakistan.
Okay, you want to try and do that? It surely can't be Pakistan, Myla. So you got half of that right. Pakistan have been playing in the UAE for a while, so they would have played.
Oh, sorry.
India is absolutely right.
Absolutely right.
India is right, so you got half of that right. Now, Steve, I'm going to be fair and try and give you a crack at the second one. The other team that's never played a T20I in the UAE until this World Cup, and it is a test playing team.
South Africa?
No, they would have taught Pakistan enough and gone to the UAE. Therefore, the answer is Bangladesh. Bangladesh and India never played a T20I in the UAE until this World Cup. Right. It looks like Myla has nicked this by half to none.
Half a point.
Half a point. Fine margins.
I'll get that in. I'll get it. I'm glad there's no tips there.
Not an advertisement for a high-scoring game, but certainly one which enhanced your knowledge. So thank you, Myla.
It's not been a high-scoring tournament, so it's never going to be a high-scoring quiz. Yeah.
It's fitting for this tournament. Thanks, Myla. Thanks, Steve. This wraps up another episode of Intel EVO Superfan. Join us again for our next one.
What are you doing now?
Editing, streaming, designing, downloading.
Making me tired.